Alright, what is going on, guys? This is Days Cookies, and today we're doing a video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about anime I've watched in the last 5 years. So this isn't exactly anime that has came out in the last 5 years. It's going to be a lot of that, but it's also just going to be anime that have not been made in these last 5 years and older shows that I wanted to watch. So let's get to talking about them. Alright, so I just want to put some interesting stats on here. Right now I'm on my anime list, my anime list. I'm gonna start by completed here. Go from start date. And okay, funnily enough, looking at my entries, just my entries itself, I have it in a sheet, so on my second monitor here. So from 2020 to 2024, I have around 120 plus entries on my anime list here. So let's scroll down. The exact number cutoff is 134. So we can see last started 111.20, and before that I started watching anime in 2016. So from 2016 to 2019, I have around 250 entries. Like, let me scroll down from here. So I fell off basically, because you can see it right here, 2016. I don't know the exact dates there, but let's go back to 134. That's a massive fall, but this doesn't include rewatches. I've rewatched a lot of anime, so I didn't count how many shows I've rewatched, but it would at least bump the number up. Would I match 2016 to 2019? No, I wouldn't. I still wouldn't, even if I added up the rewatches. But you know, it is what it is. A lot of these entries are OVAs too, so I don't know. But I definitely have more watch time in 2016 to 2019 still, even with all the rewatches. I mean, like, I fell off. But I also did other things like playing visual novels, reading light novels, and just playing video games, doing like college stuff. So there was that stuff too. 2016, I was grade A, bro. All right, and without further ado, let's get right into what I have written on my Google Doc on my second monitor. So I went through my list, put in all the shows that I want to mention. I don't know how long I'm gonna ramble. This isn't really a list. This is kind of just solo podcast of me just gonna talk about these shows. And right on the top of my list here, I have Houseki No Kuni, Land of the Lustrous. Now let's go find it over here. Okay, so Houseki No Kuni, Land of the Lustrous. This is by Studio Orange, and it's CG show. I watched the show because, yeah, I just heard it was good. Like, oh my god, looking at my list, and seeing all the shows I have watched in here, it just makes me wonder. I'm like, how did I find out about these shows? 'Cause I don't remember. I mean, usually how I watch shows is I just hear they're good and I'll watch them, and that's what I've always been doing. But it's kind of like, damn, because I'm gonna get to another show down where I had this thought, but Houseki No Kuni, most of the times I just see what's the highest scored or most popular of a season, and this was a highest scored. Was it super popular? So it's not mainstream, but it's also CG. So a lot of people have been avoiding CG shows. I think more people know about Studio Orange now, especially with Trigun Stampede, Baystars, and Houseki No Kuni included as well. So onto Houseki No Kuni, or Land of the Lustrous. I rewatched the show already, as I see right here. Watching sub, watching dub. One of my favorites of all time. The manga just ended recently, and that was great. Like, it was such a long waiting for the manga to end, and it ended like 4 years later after I finished the show. Let's click on the page. So Houseki No Kuni came out in 2017, but I watched it in 2020, and I was watching this show during my lunch break when I was working at Tim Hortons. And well, I didn't work for Tim Hortons for long, but I stuck with Houseki No Kuni longer. Not really, I finished in 3 days, but you get it. So Houseki No Kuni, just great show. I think this is straight up like the first CG show that I watched, or around there, because you'll see CG used in all anime, but this is the first time I've watched like pure CG anime, I believe, at this point. That's not a 3D animation I watched on YouTube or whatever, and it was just amazing. It was made, the main character as Fossil Phyllite, and okay, I'm just gonna try and recap it. I don't really have a script for this one, unlike my other one. So I'm kind of just winging it here. So Houseki No Kuni. Let me check the rating. 8.39 rating. I saw that and I was like, okay, I'm watching it. Wasn't super popular. It has 480,000 members on Mao, ranked 201, popular 489. And Houseki No Kuni was, honestly, to be honest, Studio Orange, don't know them. They make CG anime. Like they made Base Stars, Night of Lustrous, and Trigun Stampede. And their CG is amazing. Their whole show is CG, and it's freaking good. It's freaking good. It don't matter. And honestly, the way they use the CG to do the thing, to do their shows, you're just like, can't the standard 2D, because Houseki No Kuni is the land of the lustrous, the land of the gems, and main characters Phospholite. They're all named after rocks and minerals. They're fighting an enemy called the Lunarians, who descend upon their world every once in a while and try to break the gems. So the gems have to fight back, or they'll get broken. And if they get broken, the Lunarians will take them to the moon where they live. And the show kind of just goes on from there. And it's a solid. Houseki No Kuni is such a solid show. No pun intended. Like, the reason why I love it so much is just the way, it's just how character development is done throughout the show. Like generally, Houseki No Kuni is just mega interesting. Just mega interesting, and it's so immersing to you because you're watching a CG show. You haven't watched a CG show yet, and if you haven't watched a CG show yet, watch anything from Studio Orange. You mentioned a solid. Houseki No Kuni, watch it. Favorite. I just want to talk about Houseki No Kuni. I just want to talk about that. I watched Houseki No Kuni and I love it. It's one of my favorites. I love the manga. I love the anime. I love the manga. The anime got me into the manga, and Houseki No Kuni is an emotional journey. But really, Flight is a great character. Phospholite is a great character. It's great characters. The development. Phospholite is a great character, and seeing Phospholite develop throughout the show. The character development. That's all I'm saying. I went on a long tangent on that one. Yeah, I mean, like, I love Houseki No Kuni so much. I got like some of the manga volumes over there. I need to get the last volume. I don't know if it's in English yet, but yeah, I really want it. So yeah, on to my next one. I have Death Note. So Death Note over here. This one I watched with my friends because we're playing. we're watching Death Note dub because it do got a good dub. I'll take a potato chip and eat it. I did not know that was actually real until I actually watched the dub because it just feels like such a parody. And Death Note was great. A lot of you already watched Death Note. Just here to comment that I watched it along with my friends. We were playing like Roblox Tycoon. Death Note, solid. I'll take a potato chip and eat it. Great dub. All right, and Fruits Basket, the second and third season. So the first season came out in 2019. But second and final season came out later in like 2020 and 2021, and it was great. I love Fruits Basket. I never watched the original Fruits Basket. The second and third seasons like elevates it, especially the final season. I think people say the final season was a tiny bit rushed, but I don't really particularly know. And I don't know particularly. I mean, this one I should actually be clicking on the page. Fruits Basket second season over here. I'm gonna have to skip a bit more ahead to here. All right, so Fruits Basket second season. I loved it. I think this one I actually like the Eden. Actually, I didn't. I skipped the first season opening because it was slow, but I stuck around for the openings on Fruits Basket second season. Eden, great. Eden's a great ED. And Eden's just a great ED. Hatori, Soma Hatori, my favorite character. Fruits Basket final season, Pleasure, know that one. I don't remember the ending theme or the sun. So yeah, I kind of skipped. kind of skipped a lot of the openings, ending themes, but Eden, it's great. Monkey Magic, great. You know, we gotta love it. Yeah. Also one of my favorites of all time. And it's just cool. It's just so cool. Story about Fruits Basket. Since I never watched the original and I watched the remake, it felt so great. Having the satisfaction of watching a show come from the ground up in 2019, seeing the first season, and then wherever the last season aired in 2021. So from 2019 to 2021, I just watched Fruits Basket each season that came every year, and I just got to witness greatness, and I got the great show. It just felt so good, and I just want to keep experiencing that feeling of just seeing a show from when it first came out to seeing when it ends, and just being so satisfied at watching something that was great. So yeah, that's kind of something. Can't really talk about what I think that'll be, because I don't really look into that. So I don't really know. You don't know if shows are gonna get a second, though it's commonly announced now, and those are in production. What's kind of happening right now is Mushoku Tensei, although I already read the source material for Mushoku Tensei, so it's kind of a cheat. Fruits Basket, I did not read the source material at all. So in terms of being genuine, Fruits Basket was that for me. It's Mushoku Tensei, and I think that's the only one that I'm seeing right now that I could think of at the top of my mind. And you know what? Maybe I'll just talk about Mushoku Tensei right now. Let me find it over here. All right. So Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. This one my friend introduced to me because he read the light novel. He reads all those trashy isekais and power fantasies and all that. But Mushoku Tensei is like the godfather of isekais, and yeah, shoot, is great. It is great. So like how I mentioned with Houseki No Kuni earlier, Mushoku Tensei follows Rudius Grey Rat, who's literally just a horrible human being, and he's reincarnated as the son of this parent and mother he's reincarnated as the first son of this father and mother, and is born as Rudius Grey Rat. And its character development, Rudius is reborn into this JRPG fantasy world where you got your typical stuff. You got demons, magic, sword fighting, all that jazz. And reborn into this world, Rudius is given the second chance to become a better person. But to become a better person, you gotta make mistakes as well. And he'll commit grave mistakes. He'll have a lot of bad tendencies that he had from his previous life, and he'll just reform and become a better person. And Mushoku Tensei, it's awesome. They made this, the studio was literally like made to make Mushoku Tensei, and you could see it because everything's just so great. In the first season, they ain't even got an opening animation. They just flex at you by playing like a banger song, and they're just showing the scenery of the world. They just flex at you so goddamn hard, and it really is great. I've rewatched it, watched sub, rewatched dub. That's what I typically do with shows I like. Rewatch it in dub if they have it. Yeah, Mushoku Tensei, opening Edie. But like all the songs are bangers. Literally all the songs are bangers. So like I don't skip them. You can even skip the opening because it's incorporated into the show. This is just a ramble podcast for me to talk about the anime. I just want to reflect on these, and so by talking about them out loud and speaking it into fruition, looking at it, it makes me appreciate that I watched the show. There we go. Let's get on to my next one. So yeah, there's ReZero second season and ReZero third season. ReZero second season, I rewatched this recently. By recently, it means last year, but in my head it's pretty recent. So actually, no, I was rewatching I was watching the third season. I forgot so much, even though I literally rewatched it last year, which is funny. I'm like, how the frick did I forget like everything when I literally rewatched it on the purpose of trying to remember what happened in second season? And then I watched third season, I'm just like, but then I kind of remembered everything throughout, because my friend, again, also recently knows of ReZero, so I'm just like, yo, what the fuck happened again? Oh literally. So ReZero second season is probably, I think, considered by many people more like game changer of ReZero. Although I loved the first season of ReZero anyways, but ReZero, the second season, had a lot of development for our main character Natsuki, and the third season is just great. Third season, it's not even technically done yet. On Mao, it's listed as like 8 of 16, but the second half of it is coming out in February, so like it's like what the heck, whatever, man. That's on them. But yeah, I love ReZero. It's one of the best isekais. It is great, and Amelia best girl. So I'm pretty sure that's like everyone's opinion after watching the second season. No, but I was Amelia fan season 1, baby. Since season 1, Amelia fan. Look at this. Oh, sorry about that, boys. I have my wires next to Amelia, but look, see, Amelia. What? See, Amelia best girl. We had that Amelia. She sits on my second one. So ReZero, Amelia Tan. Even though I'm not even on my camera, I just had to show Amelia. I'm head patting her off screen. So okay, Shinsekai Yori. I need to talk about Shinsekai Yori. This one, Shinsekai Yori. It was one of the earliest entries on here. Should be Shinsekai Yori. I do not hear nobody talk about Shinsekai Yori. Shinsekai Yori. Ooh, so good. So good. I do have one thing to say though. The first 3 episodes of Shinsekai Yori, first three episodes are boring as fuck. In my opinion, they were boring as fuck. But on the 4th episode is where the big mystery reveal happens or begins, and that's when it just takes off. That like from there, the roller coaster just the weights are off. Where it's just going. It's just going, and it's such a good how I would describe the show. Let's see what it has. I know it has is like coming of age. It's definitely. I mean, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Is it coming of age? I think one of the genres is coming of age. I don't really know how to describe coming of age, but the characters do mature. Like they're literally they're in their world and see them mature as there are a few times. There is a time skip ish. So good. Genres: drama, fantasy, horror, mystery, sci-fi, suspense. So yes, the mystery and suspense part big, and there's also a coming of age part as well. And yeah, it is a show. How I describe it when I think of it, Shinsekai Yori is a show that makes your stomach churn, bro. Like your stomach is twisting at some of the stuff that's happening, or like some of the stuff you're hearing. You're like, whoa. 25 episodes. This was when did I watch it? It was I watched it towards the end of 2020. So it was so I want to rewatch it together. That is a show I want to rewatch. I don't know if it has a dub. Let me see. Check right now. It has an English dub, so I can rewatch it in English dub. The funny thing about the show, it does not have an opening. It just has these sirens or horns or bells at the beginning of the episode. But it does have an ED, and Warata Ringo, banger ED. It's a goated ED. It's a goated ED. So Shinsekai Yori, if you're interested in some mystery and suspense and something that might make your stomach churn, 25 episodes, you'll be seated down for a while, but worth it. This is just a list of shows I want to shout out. So yeah, anime I watched in the last 5 years. This is just shows I want to shout out and reminisce and talk about. It's fun talking about shows that you like and watch during your time, and the way to appreciate that is just talking about it. Like, it's fun thinking about it, so I want to talk about it out loud, because why not? It'll be fun, and I'm having a lot of fun just talking about anime that I liked. So that was Shinsekai Yori. I really just shout out to Shinsekai Yori. This is to shout out a lot of the non-mainstream or not super popular shows, or shows that new watchers or even whatever watches might have not watched. So yeah, you started recently. Shinsekai Yori. It's worth looking back at older shows. I'm a hypocrite of this because I haven't really watched any shows below that came out before 2000s. The oldest shows I watched is Cowboy Bebop and I'll be honest, boys. I didn't really like Cowboy Bebop. It was to me. I don't even remember what happened. I looked at the episodes and I was like, damn, Cowboy Bebop is like 25, 26 episodes. All I remember is like 3 episodes. I think Faye is the best character in Cowboy Bebop because I think her storyline was the most interesting one and the one that I remembered. So yeah, I would just say that. I didn't watch Cowboy Bebop this year. Cowboy Bebop was one of the earlier animes I watched back in 2017. I watched it in 2017. So yeah, it was just news because okay, here's the thing. I think wait, let me show the list. Thing is, my list is not accurate because I watched Cowboy Bebop like 3 episodes and then I stopped and then I picked it back up, so I don't really have the date listed, but I watched it. Cowboy Bebop's right here, but I think that's when I picked it back up. Because what I think I did with Cowboy Bebop is Code Geass. I think I watched it after 3 episodes, like after I watched Sword Art Online, or I watched it after Code Geass. It was one of those, and I was just like, I think it was with Code Geass though. Like I finished Code Geass and then I watched 3 episodes of Cowboy Bebop and I'm like sleep. But I think it was SAO and Cowboy Bebop together because I do remember sleeping at the end of the 2nd season of Sword Art Online. I was just slept and then I saw the Cowboy Bebop 3 episodes. I went to sleep. Sorry to the Cowboy Bebop fans. Sorry guys, that's just how it is. It's just how it is. Not to say that I don't like space shows. I think I've watched a decent amount of space shows. But that's a tangent. That's a tangent though. I need to scroll all the way back up. Where was we at? So the next one I got. I watched King's Avatar. King's Avatar was fun. Not the first season of King's Avatar, but the King's Avatar movie and the specials and sequels was really good, man. What can I say? I know a lot of people. The latest season is rated low. I don't know why. It's like animation or whatever. I don't know. I didn't really care. I watched the 3rd season. I was like, I'm enjoying this. So it's just me. I'm like, for me, what's good is good. I'm not that nitpicky as long as I'm liking what I'm watching. So that's how it is. Like the movie was great. The movie was good. Like, oh, I actually shed a tear during the movie. I shed a tear during like the end of the movie. Damn, it's just so peak. Oh my god. And so that's a donghua, and then donghua is, I believe, it's what it's called. And the next donghua I want to talk about, Link Click. Let's go see if I can find Shingwen Daiden, because that's the Japanese title, right? It was on my tab. So Link Click, you probably know about Link Click because I got interested in it from watching the Giga video. But before the Giga video, we all probably saw the every minute that I die back in time. That was me trying to imitate what they do in the opening. Every minute that I die back in time. Banger opening, banger visuals, and banger show. Hey, Link Click. Link Click season 2 was good. It was more narrative based because Link Click season 1 is very it's so refreshing because it is I don't know what they call it, like episodic in a way, because it's like what's it called, like Weekly Monster, or I mean there's no monsters battle like in shonen or whatever, but kind of like that, or it's like short episodic where it's like arcs, like okay, this part, and season 2 follows a narrative and it's more narrative based. Oh, nice that they both do that. And let's see, I rewatched it. Good. We love Link Click. Oh, I put the cliffhanger tag there. I don't even think I have a separate thing for putting cliffhanger. I only put for this one. There are other shows that have a cliffhanger, but hey, season 2's out now. So, but yeah, season 1 did end on a freaking cliffhanger. You're like, oh, so the music's great. I mean, the opening, I love it. Absolutely love it. The ED song, absolutely love it. And they have insert songs in the episodes, and they're also so good. They're also OC's good. The insert songs are just great. That's great. That's great. The OST's great. Like literally, it's one of the OSTs is chill out song, and I have that on my chill list. I have that playing, and I'm vibing. Right, on to my next one. Makoto Shinkai with Weathering with You and Suzume. So Tenki no Ko is somewhere down here. I remember seeing it. That's Wolf Children. Here we go. Tenki no Ko, Garden of Words, Weathering with You. I don't really know. Open the page. I love Makoto Shinkai. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but that's the Suzume book over there. I have most of his novels. The only one I'm missing is like the 5 seconds per second collector's edition. I don't know, bro. I'm like draining money because the thing is, I'm buying Makoto Shinkai's novels, but dude, I haven't read them. I'm just collecting them. It feels good to collect them. Like, most of the stuff on there is just collection. It's literally just collection. Like, I don't read most of the stuff on my shelf because I've already read it or like already watched it, so I know what happens. The only thing I'm actively reading on there is Danmachi, which I'm gonna talk about probably after this, I guess, or maybe I'll just talk about it right now after a bit of like Weathering with You and Suzume. Radwimps, I love me so Radwimps. Like, ever since Your Name, I'm like, Makoto Shinkai Radwimps is like just Kobe and Shaq. Like, damn, that's just like, anytime it's karaoke, gotta play one of the Radwimps songs from the movies. Weathering with You, really love it. Honestly, what's it called? Voice of Wind. I love Voice of Wind by Radwimps for Weathering with You. I love that song. Suzume, I don't actually listen to the songs. I don't actually listen to the songs for Suzume that much. I don't know which one I liked more between Weathering with You and Suzume, because now it's both been a while since I last watched it. Actually, no, I rewatched Suzume with some friends earlier in the year. I don't know what I like better. I think they're both literally equal tiers. Makoto Shinkai movies. Okay, Suzume I saw in film still, and like, it just blows you away. Cause I saw Your Name, and I watched Weathering with You, but that was on like the computer scene. I did rewatch. I've rewatched Your Name a bunch of times too, so I should talk about that a bit, cause I have rewatched it in these last 5 years, and I watched it on my TV, on my big screen TV, and it's so Your Name is still my favorite out of the current and latest Makoto Shinkai films. I watched one of his older. No, I watched Garden of Words, which is before Your Name, but has the same art style still, because the art style for the current films is the same character designer as Anohana. So yeah, that art style, that's the current. That's what I call the current one. Garden of Words, first time I watched, I was like, this is a pretty decent, but very good looking, like. And then the when I rewatched it, for some reason I just really appreciate it way more. I don't know why, but hey, it's a good thing, because it's nice to rewatch something and liking it way more. I'm gonna go on another tangent here, but this happened to me with Gurren Lagann. I watched Gurren Lagann the first time. I was like, pretty decent show. And then I rewatched it when I had the mindset of, I want something that's gonna inspire me. I want something that's hype as fuck. And that's Gurren Lagann. That rewatch went so good. I rewatched that one in dub. And I loved it. I know a lot of the dub voice actors. Cool. It's like Gary Lowenthal, I believe. Hey man, that's how Team Gurren rolls. What was I talking about again? Yes, Makoto Shinkai. Yep, Makoto Shinkai. I love those films. I will probably keep rewatching them. I don't actually know. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to rewatch the films now. But I'll get onto that. I might. Your Name. I mean, if I listen to the Your Name, the soundtrack, I'll be like time for a rewatch, just to do some karaoke while the songs play and the movie plays. What did I want to talk about? Danmachi, because I mentioned it earlier. Danmachi season 4 is airing right now. I'm not caught up as of this moment on December 12th, but I read the light novel, so I'm ahead of the anime. But Danmachi season 4, not season 5. That's season 5. Season 4. I didn't watch season 2 and season 3 because I thought the adaptations were mid, and the novels were just way better since. Because typically with these light novel adaptations, the light novel source material It's always better. It's always better because not everything can be adapted into an anime or whatever. You get everything in the light novel because that's literally where it originated from. Sometimes animes do their own like original thing, which is cool. It's cool. Which is cool, and that's an awesome part of an anime. But then typically it's just like skipped over stuff, which makes you sad. Danmachi season 4 is a turning point for that. I don't know how the heck you could recommend Danmachi if you like fantasy. If you just it's not an isekai, but it's also just a great fantasy setting. Danmachi is one of my favorites because I kind of love everything about it. How there's this level system, and you have to grind in this big dungeon with floors that go down. So you descend further and further, and you fight monsters or you do whatever, and you gain EXP, and you need that to level it up. But it's a big bottleneck to level it up, so you need to do like something big or like keep grinding for a long time. And that was just great. I don't really want to explain it right now. Danmachi is one of my favorites because I love character. I love the world of Danmachi. It's cool. I like their level system. I love the protagonist, Baekano, and his abilities and his motivations. It's just cool. It's called unfortunately it's called Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon? And when like is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon? Familia Myth. I don't even know if Familia Myth is in there. Originally it was gonna be titled Familia Myth, and now like all the current readers are just like, damn bro, our freaking favorite show novel would be way more popular, would be way more cooler sounding if it was called Familia Myth instead. And literally Familia Myth has way more relevance to the show because Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon makes no sense after the first season. Basically it barely even happens in the first season, but yeah. That's just season 4 is the turning point because okay, back down to season 4 Danmachi. Season 4 is the turning point in Danmachi because the adaptation was great. It was such a solid part, and it's also like the best arc in the novel in my opinion, but it's the highly regarded opinion. It was so good. It's so good. And season 4 adapts volumes I believe 13 to 14, or maybe it's 12 to 14, but I think it's 13 to 14. And season 1 ends off at like, I'd say volume 5. I have the novels right here. Like I'm peek real quick, boys. Yeah, so I got it. Yeah, volume 5 is where the first season ends, and so we start to volume 6. Volume 6 to volume 12 is what you would need to read if you want just a good experience instead of watching season 2 and season 3, which are like mid. But I mean, it's great. It's the light novel is absolutely great. Anime season 2 and season 3, we should watch. There's a movie too. I haven't rewatched the movie yet, so I don't really have comment on it. All right, so I know I'm like jumping all over the place with this because I don't have a set script. I do have like this listed kind of in an order of when I watch the show, but when I mention a show, I'm just gonna bounce to talk about it, and I'm gonna go on tangents. It's just funny ranting, not ranting. My arm's side. You see that? I got that. You see that? I just went on a tangent, went off topic. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that. It's just gonna happen. I wanted this video to just be a long talk down and sit and talk about anime I watched in the last 5 years video, and that's what I'm doing. I have no idea how long I've been talking now. Probably like 25 minutes, I would assume. And I'm just at the beginning. I was talking about I was talking about Makoto Shinkai and Danmachi just now, so let me get to where I'm at. Okay, so I talked about Makoto Shinkai because of Tenki no Ko, Attack on Titan. I'm gonna just stay short on Attack on Titan. I haven't watched the latest 2 seasons, and because I read the manga after the first season, so I know what happened. Maybe one day I'll finish it. For me, my bias of Attack on Titan is I love the first 3 seasons way more than I do like watching season 4 and past. Although it is really good, I just love the first 3 part first. And funnily enough, Attack on Titan was like first published in like a shonen magazine, I believe, or something like that. And I'm like, oh, dude, be kind of shonen, I swear, because the first 3 seasons are just high, and then season 4, season 5 is more dramatic, I would say. So yeah, I just prefer the hype parts way more of Attack on Titan. Yeah, I'm still love it. It sounds like I hate Attack on Titan. No, I love Attack on Titan. I love it. Dude, the first mangas I bought were like the Attack on Titan volume. So yeah, I do love me some Attack on Titan, but I love me the first 3 seasons more, and I'm satisfied with that. Cause the first season, it's so hype. Like, damn, I do wish the first 3 seasons aired today, but Attack on Titan is what jump started it. Because dude, when Jujutsu Kaisen and any other anime drops a hype as fight, it's like, whoa, Demon Slayer dropped, whoa, dude, I want to be there when we're watching freaking Attack on Titan. We're seeing the hypest scenes happen in the first 3 seasons. It's like, whoa. I mean, I've watched some of the parts with our friends. I watched like season 3 with my friends, so we saw that together, I think. But yeah, bro, it's good. I love me some Attack on Titan. I love me some Attack on Titan. I'd say that we move on. Now what we got? Quintessential quintuplets. Okay, this was the show I was talking about. This was actually the show I was talking about when I was mentioning how the frick did I find the show. I legit have no season. No, I do not know. Okay, it's the second season because the first season came out in like 2019. Dude, I legit have no idea how I found Quintessential quintuplets. Me and my friend watched, basically watched it together. This was winter 2019. Quintessential quintuplets number 6. Okay, but I think the reason why we found it is because one, yeah, it's number 6 in terms of popularity on here, and it was a harem show, and MC is voiced by Matsuoka Yoshisugu, which is one of me and my friend's favorite voice actor, because dude, bro voices all like the harem VCs. His biggest role is Kirito for SAO, and I already talked about in the previous video how I love alicization. So yo, Matsuoka Yoshisugu, if I see a voicing a show, I'm typically like, he's the MC of the show or main character. I'm like, yo, I need to watch it. I just hope that is good. Because I do have my love. The voice actor can't carry a show, but they can make a good show even to a even greater show. That's just the beauty of anime, where you have all these elements to add on to make something fantastic. That's quintessential. Back in the quintessential quintuplets. Me like quintessential quintuplets. What's the rating on the second season? I enjoyed it. Hey, yo, it's an 8, bro. Yo, dude, I need to watch the movie. Okay, I heard that the author flubbed the ending, like what happens to most harems. It is what it is, bro. But dude, the first 2 seasons are so good. I need to watch more of the other stuff. Like, dude, I just want to enjoy it for what I'm watching currently still. So I'll take it. Man. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of try and go in order. But okay, I mentioned Jujutsu Kaisen by type based, as I mentioned. Saekano. Okay, the reason why I watch Saekano, like I mentioned in the last one, White Elm 2. I love White Elm 2. It's written by Fumiaki Maruto. Saekano is written by Fumiaki Maruto, and I'm like, I want to see him cook. And Saekano was good. Just rom-com. I just like enjoying my rom-com. We're good, and the movie was really great. Like, I wouldn't say the first 2 seasons are really that special, but Fumiaki Maruto got a way of writing, bro. Utaha senpai. Let me click on the Utaha. The senior, the One-san character. Ooh, she bad, bro. You can watch the show. Pick your favorite yourself. Rom-com, love it. The movie is really the cementing factor in being like, that was a great show. That's all I want to say. 86. I have that here. Ooh, 86. I don't know why I keep doing this, but kind of like, this is like the fine grain, or like maybe I'm trying to do the I'm trying to do something. I'm like cooking. That's what I'm trying to do when I do that. Like, ooh, it's just 86. I love 86. Another one my friend introduced to me because he read the light novel. So he's been putting me on like the light novel shows, and now he reads like manhwas, whatever they're called, the Korean version. Yeah, what manhwa, something like that. The Korean watching those, and I was just like, nah. Quick tension here, man. I read the solo leveling like webtoon, it's a webtoon, right? Solo leveling webtoon. I got to a point and I was just like, man, I'm done. So ever since then, I've been kind of put off for going into fantasy genres, fantasy genres. Power fantasy is like no to me, because they all are just like the same to me. I hate it. And I've been avoiding a lot of other fantasy stuff just because I don't want to be disappointed, especially in manhwas. So that's just a quick tangent that I basically have, I don't know what the word is, prejudice or confirmation bias against like manhwas or fantasy type manhwas. And yeah, that's kind of just from solo leveling, of me just being disappointed, because solo leveling was like the most hyped webtoon of all time. And I really did enjoy solo leveling until I got to the point where I was just like, yeah, I don't really care anymore. So yeah, but light novels, I love me some light novels, and I love me some visual novels, and I got that over that. Though I haven't started a new light novel. I will talk about light novels probably, or visual novels maybe in a future video. Not like I've read or played many visual novels, but you know, just to talk. So back onto 86. 86, introduced to me by my friend who reads light novels. Put me on this again. A friend for early. Put me on this one. It was so good. It was so good. 86 is so great, and it's just a show I could recommend because it's literally solid. The adaptation is absolute justice. I accidentally scrolled up. I was trying to click on it. 86. Let me close all tabs again. 86. Woo, bro. 86. 8.3 rating. And the second season is really what made it like boom. Cause while we watched it while it was airing, because 86 came out this year. I've been neglecting to mention the years, but 86, yeah, came out. I watched it as it came out. And 86 Part 2, you watch it now, you don't know what happened to us weekly watchers, because the last 2 episodes of 86 were actually delayed from when it was airing in October. So it was supposed to come out in like December, right? But the last 2 episodes actually came out in March, and those last 2 episodes, I was like, damn, they're worth the wait. Because those last 2 episodes of 86 are like just 2 of like the greatest episodes of all time. Like, I don't even have other episodes that I can mention in episodes of all time, because I would have to think hard about that. But those 2 episodes of 86 are top tier. They're 10 out of 10. They're amazing. I absolutely love them. The music and cinema, absolute cinema. That's all I could say about 86. And I loved it. 86, great show. You could recommend it to people. It's a mecha military humanity. They're the 86. Racism once again. So basically, there's a race that kicked out all the other races and called them 86, and the 86 have to fight these mechanical monsters and these mechas, which are way inferior to these mechanical monsters with way more superior technology. And it follows this group of 86 who have to fight against that. And on the other side, on the race that kicked everybody out, there's also a girl who is trying to change. Who's trying to make a change to the way things are. 86 just takes it off from there. That's kind of the brief summary that I could think of on the top of my head. And after that, oh, dude, 2021. I really loved 2021 in watching anime, because 86 was there, and then Vivy's Fluorite's Eye song, absolute cinema. Vivy. I love Vivy so much. The opening is so good, even though the opening literally only comes on like the 4th or 5th episode, but I think you hear it a bit earlier in the show. I'm not sure, but Vivy was just, damn. They had 13 episodes and they just cooked as much as they could. I would have loved if it was a bit longer, because I think that's what everyone else said. But I was so satisfied watching those 13 episodes. I was like, it's so good. I love Vivy's Flare Tai song. I haven't rewatched it yet, funnily enough, which I really want to do, but Vivy was a show that really stuck in my head. So I guess that's why I haven't really rewatched it, because yeah, I mean, I just listened to the song and I'm like, everything's all good in the world. So that's Vivy. The Great Pretender. I don't have much to say about The Great Pretender. I heard it was good. It was because it's a Netflix show. So I didn't really know about it based on my anime list, because my anime list has it listed as like ONA, right? Or because it's on Netflix. And my anime list lists the TV first and has them separate. Wait, it's type TV now? Wow, that's crazy. Because I swear it was listed ONA back then, and that's why I couldn't find it. Or it just wasn't super popular. Let me click back onto the page. All the boys. Okay, there. It's got more members than other shows I mentioned so far. Great Pretender is a good show. Freddie Mercury was singing the ED, but I remember the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I saw that, and but it lost because Jujutsu Kaisen came out the same year, and Lost in Paradise, like, okay, Lost in Paradise, Mercury, like, it was gonna get the win. And Great Pretender, it's not like the ED animation was phenomenal, like Lost in Paradise was, but it's Freddie Mercury from Queen. Love it. It was a great show. It was just mystery. What do I even call it? Mystery, action, adventure, mystery. I mean, it's adult cast, organized crime, basically. They just do cool shit. The literally Great Pretenders just them doing cool shit, and it's adult cast, and they basically just perform heists. Like, how I would call everything is that it's basically a heist. A heist doesn't have to be like, especially like robbing money. Wait, this is a tangent, but I know it got like a sequel, and that sequel was rated poorly. Damn. Well, I mean, whatever. Great Pretender, still loved it. It was good, man. It was good. It was great. Maid Dragon season 2. This one was very cool to see, because before, or it was during the COVID year, or in 2019, where Kyoto Animation Studio got burned and a lot of people died in that incident. Worked on a lot of great animes. I love Kyoto Animation. I think they're my favorite studio because I watched The Melancholy Heart of Suzume, and that's my favorite show of all time. And they've also made a bunch of other great shows which I've watched, and I love those shows too. And Maid Dragon was them coming back. I don't know if they made a show before this. I mean, we're waiting for the second season of Dragon Maid for a long time too. I don't even know if we knew we were getting a second season of Dragon Maid, but yeah, it came out and I loved it. I was like, oh, Kyoto Animation, I love you. And that's all I can say. I've enjoyed Maid Dragon season 2. I don't know if there's gonna be a season 3, but whatever Kyoto Animation does, I'm looking forward to it, because I love what they do, and they always do it great. They always do it justice. Shiroi Suna. This one, I need to talk about, because I need to talk about all the less watched ones, because this one came out and it's by PA Works. I love PA Works, but PA Works is always like 50-50. It's either they release a banger or they release something that people don't really want to watch. Their track record's kind of crazy. But this was I think it had like the same writer or something, or same director as Negno Asakura. So I'm just gonna try and find that right now, because I forgot about mentioning that. Oh wow, lost that guy. I believe it's him. All right. So director for Negno Asakura, director for Eroduku, and director for Shiroi Suna. So yep, it has the same director who did Shiroi Suna. Okay. who did Shiroi. So Shiroi Suna has the same director for Eroduku, which is also another freaking like slept on show. And I mean I watched it because I saw PA Works and I was like, man, I'm gonna watch it. It'll like they have like similar member count. Except Shiroi Suna. Shiroi Suna was a good show. Like this is actually under radar. Was a great show. It's mostly attacks, but there's I would say drama, coming of age, slice of life. So I could see a lot of people sleeping it because it probably is just a boring show due to the slice of life aspect. But the way things develop, and it's a very slow paced show. It's very slow paced, and I think that's where people didn't watch it. But if you want a slower pace, if you want a slower pace, like drama, slice of life show and watch it about, Shiroi Suna is just a very good show. PA Works, I love them. I love them when they hit because they're the Shiroi Suna is a damn good looking show. Basically, I would off the top of my head remember the first episode introducing us is there's a girl who heads to this like tropical island in Japan because she was a former idol, but she was forced to quit or left, and so she kind of just wanted a place where no one would recognize her face. And so wow, I rhymed there. I got bars. And then there's also this other girl who's a resident of the island who works at this kind of rundown aquarium that's probably gonna shut down soon, but she absolutely loves the creatures there. And these two girls meet and they become best friends at working at this aquarium. So she goes from the first girl goes from idol to aquarium keeper, and the second girl is passionate aquarium keeper trying to keep her family's aquarium running, even though it's probably gonna be shut down soon, but she's trying everything she can to take care of it. And things just develop from there, and it's just a great show. I mean, I don't even know if I remembered that. I don't even know if initially before if the director did it, but maybe I did. But I definitely watched it because of PA Works, and the director, being the director of Nagano Asakura, one of my favorite shows of all time, was like cherry on top. So Shiroi Suna, if you think you'll like that show, please give it a watch, because no one's gonna mention it, but Shiroi Suna was a really good show, and I actually want to rewatch it. I actually do want to rewatch it because it is a slower paced show that is very chill to watch. Next one I have listed right here because it came out the same time, I believe. Summertime rendering. Wait, I could check on. Yeah, summer 20. Dude, frick! That's like old check. Old check. Old check. Sort by member. Okay, I might be capping. When the frick the summertime rendering? The summertime rendering come out in fall because it is like 20 episodes. Came out in spring 2022, December 17th, 2021. Okay, so whatever. I mean, they're both summer shows. They didn't not come out the same year. Summertime rendering came out the year after. Summertime rendering, banger show. I'm gonna say banger for like a lot of these. That's just how I say things. Summertime rendering, really great. I loved it. I loved the summertime rendering. I watched it basically like a third of when it was almost done airing, because I kept hearing good things. And let me check. When did I find down here? I don't want to edit my list by accident, because it'll refresh my stuff. Summertime rendering. My comment on it: first opening absolutely slaps. I love it. I love that opening. Bang, it slaps. I watched it September 5th in 2022. Ooh, it was good. Now before, and I finished it October 2nd, 2022. Okay, because for this show, on that period from the end of September to mid-October, I was in Cambodia, so it was hard to watch shows on there because I would have to get to a hotel and have the Wi-Fi and then watch the show, or I needed to like download the show, so it was kind of hard doing that. So I'm surprised if I didn't remember if I finished it during the trip, Summertime Render. I loved it. First opening slaps, and it's a summer show. It's a mystery thriller, and the second half is literally shonen, but both halves are great. It's so funny how like the two halves are different, but it just slaps. It slaps. I love me so Summertime Rendering, and another show I should rewatch because it was really good. Very good for the mystery thriller. If you like Steins Gate or ReZero, watch Summertime Rendering because you're gonna get the same feel. You're gonna get the same feel, and you're gonna have a great time watching Summertime Render. All right, and I should have followed up with this one after Vivy, but Attack of Destiny. Now this show is not as great as Vivy. I will say that right away. It was not as great as Vivy's for its I Song. Like it has a 715 rating on Mount, but it was a collab on Madhouse and Mappa's part, so the animation was pretty damn cool. And the honestly, it's just the opening. You could just watch the opening of the show. You could watch like the first 3 episodes or so, or even just the first episode and just be like, I'm done, because the opening plays and the opening is a banger. It's a banger. I just love the opening. Like Tango of Destiny may have not been a great anime, but it was a cool anime. It's like one of those mixed media projects. So the anime came out, it had, and then like mangas and novels, and then it also had a gacha game, but that got EOS like 6 months in on the global side. I don't even know if the JP side version of it is up. I don't really know. This gacha game didn't last for long, and I didn't even get to play it for like an hour because when it came out, the gacha game came out, I was like kind of hyped for it because I was like, hey, Takt may have not been a great anime, but I enjoyed it. Like Takt is a cool and enjoyable show because it's music. Like did it come out at the same time as Vivy, or it came a bit after? Vivy came out in spring, I would believe. Yeah, spring 2021, and Attack of Destiny was fall 2021. And yeah, Takt was just cool, fun, enjoyable show. May have not been great, but I had a lot of fun watching Attack of Destiny because the opening was a banger, and there were some really cool animation moments. And yeah, it was good. I mean, like, bro, you give me some banger music and I'll have a great time. What was I talking about? The gacha game. Oh, tangent on the gacha game. The gacha game came out on global because that took a while. It took like 2 years to get, like 2023, right? And then came out, the game was in 30 FPS, and I was like, I don't really want to play in 30 FPS. And then I think later on it came in 60 FPS, and then like right after that, it EOS like 6 months later on the English side, and it was like, damn. Yeah, I mean, Takt isn't even that big of a show, so I guess the global side couldn't continue, right? And the gacha game wasn't that successful. It was kind of cool though. I mean, from Attack of Destiny, and this is 2021, so the VTuber craze. So I really like Attack of Destiny. Lambdayo Sensei, who does the character designs, bro, I love his art. He also does the art for the VTuber Ollie. Yeah, VTuber Ollie. So yeah, I just see Lamb everywhere. He's also in my music because I listened to Psyche, who he did the album. Lamb did the album art for Styly and all those. And commonly on YouTube, Psyche music always has like a Lamb background as the backsplash while you have the music. So yeah, Lamb there just everywhere, bro. I really love his art. I really love their art. I love Lambda's art. Man, slaps. Yeah. Alright, next up, Sword Art Online Progressive. So this is basically, I don't even know what you call it. Would it be a reboot? No. Actually, the movie kind of is a reboot because SAO Progressive is just the floors of SAO explored in more depth, as opposed to the anime, which skipped over a bunch of stuff in the novels. So Progressive basically puts more detail than even the original novel by going slowly through floors in each volume. I haven't read it yet. I do own like the first 2 or 3 volumes of Progressive. The movie covers the first volume, I believe, which is the beginning part. And SAO Progressive, the movie takes place from Asuna's perspective and not Kirito's. Kirito's appears in the movie, but it's towards like the middle, towards the middle part. And it was a banger movie. Let me click on it. I don't know what it got rated. 7.96. It was a solid movie. SAO don't disappoint. It got the hype music, it got the hype animation, it got the excellent VOs. I just love SAO. I just love SAO, and I was hyped to watch SAO Progressive in theaters. I have my theaters tag, right? Yeah. So there are just like, yeah, there are only 3 movies I watched in theaters: JJK Zero, Suzume, and SAO Progressive. I didn't get to catch SAO Progressive, the second movie, sadly, in theaters. I really wanted to. Like, I really wanted to catch SAO Progressive 2 movie, but it's out, so I could watch it. It's just not as cool to not watch it in theaters. SAO Progressive, Lisa coming back at the ending credits with UK, produced by ISA. So it was a banger. I love it. I would say my favorite SAO song is still, actually no, I would say my favorite SAO song, all right, I love Adamus, and I also love Catch the Moment. Like, Catch the Moment. I need to rewatch Order No Skill. That is a movie I need to rewatch, and I think I'm gonna rewatch it soon, because you know how I made the anime first episodes. I started rewatching SAO Alicization. I'm almost finished it, so I'm probably gonna get to rewatching Order No Skill, because Order No Skill, like, damn, I need to rewatch it. That stuff was hype. SAO Production's always just goated. I love it. Yeah, SAO Progressive is a good start for SAO. I don't think there's only 2 movies, but it's I don't even know. I think what you can do with SAO is you can watch the first 3 episodes and then watch Progressive, because there are a lot of shared events in there. I think basically SAO Progressive takes the first 2 episodes of the SAO anime and puts in more detail, because that's like the first volume of SAO. It puts in way more detail in SAO Progressive. So yeah, it's really cool to check it out. And it's not of course there's gonna be overlap, but you have the perspective of Asuna and the new anime original character Mito, because she's not in the novels, and I didn't know because I didn't touch the novel. So yeah, that was cool. That was cool. So SAO Progressive, man. I'm just hyped for the next SAO movie, because it's not another Progressive movie. They're making like some other SAO thing. I don't remember. It's just some movie of some sort. I got no clue, but I'm hyped for it all the same. So yeah, and then okay, next up, my Joseph Darling. Okay, so Joseph Darling, I'm just making sure. I already read the manga and I love the manga, and the anime is also just great. Just great adaptation. Love the opening in EDs. That's the ED, and then the and be myself. Okay, Joseph Darling. I'm just gonna talk about Joseph Darling just briefly. Literally what I have here always puts a smile on your face and makes you happy, because reading the manga and watching the anime, like, dude, my face is hurting because I'm just smiling so much, because it's so wholesome. It's so wholesome. It just warms you up inside just watching my Joseph Darling, because it just makes you so happy. it just makes you so happy. I love my Joseph Darling. It's my happiness, man. It's my happiness. And then your boy Komin. You heard this one in all them opening lists of Chun Chun, I tiki tiki bam bam, I tiki tiki chun chun, I tiki tiki bam bam, I tiki tiki chun chun. And it's a cover of a song. I don't remember the country. I'm sorry, but it's a cover of a popular song in a continent that is not North America. European, somewhere around there, hopefully. I don't particularly remember. I'm sorry. Sorry guys who are from there. Paripi Koumei, your boy Kongmin, banger opening, and it's just about this girl called Eiko, who who is an aspiring musician, but is struggling to make it big. And one day as she's performing at this club, which she has a gig at regularly, Kong Min, you know, from the legends, the Chinese legends, not reincarnated, kind of just isekai teleports into Shibuya, where this is all taking place, and then he finds Eiko singing the song, and he's like, damn, this girl can sing, I'm gonna be your manager. And it's just them making their story, and it's cool. It's really fun. It's a pretty damn nice show. I'm waiting for the second season because it's based off a manga. But okay, here's the thing: watching an anime that has music, and then reading its manga form, I'm like, there's no way it's gonna be the same, right? Because in the anime, you actually heard them singing. In the manga, you're just reading. You're just reading them singing. You're just like, I just want to hear the banger music. The singer for Eiko, the person who does the songs for Eiko is Kuroneko, I believe. So yeah, she's in the Taite, if that's how you pronounce it. What do I got? Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Just classic. Just classic. Just great. Just greatness. Honestly, just greatness. It is so cool seeing a video game getting adapted. Or, I mean, it is an original it is an original story. It's not like this is the game Cyberpunk, but it's based off the universe. But it's the same universe as Cyberpunk. It's Cyberpunk Edgerunners, and it tells the story before the actual events of the game. And it's Cyberpunk Edgerunners is such a great anime. 10 episodes, and it just goes by so fast, and it's just a banger. I mean, the whole point of the show, and it tells you right at the end, is that it goes by so fast. And you'll see that. That's like, say, this fire is out of control. I'm gonna burn the city. Burn the city. And then also you'll hear the final song of the show, and you'll just be like, damn. So get away, another way to feel like it. Wait, I'm trying to remember Cyberpunk Edge. Oh, it did have an ending song. Yes, it did. I'm sorry. I'm an ED skipper. I skipped the ED. I'm sorry, guys. Down to more stuff. Code Geass movies. I would just watch the third movie. And I'm gonna get into some spoilers about the movie. That are key takeaways. Spoilers about the movie. Wait, hold on. I don't even remember if Euphemia lives in the third movie. All I know is that Shirley is alive. But yeah, Shirley lives, and honestly, the third movie, like, nothing really changes. It's all just because this is just a separate canon verse from where Code Geass originally ended. So they haven't changed the actual ending of Code Geass. This is just an alternative universe where something else happened, or some events changed, but it didn't really do anything amazing. The movie is pretty entertaining. Thing is, they have Shirley live as a character, but then she does nothing afterwards as a character. So yeah, Shirley dying in the original show is freaking hella emotional. I watched Code Geass in dub. Johnny Young Bosch's performance on the Shirley death scene is just, that's what made me watch this show in the first place, because I was watching Watch Mojo. It's like top 10 saddest anime deaths, and it's like Shirley Fena, I order you not to die. The guttural scare. Johnny Young Bosch is just goated. It's just goated. Yeah, Code Geass movies, they're decent. You could literally just watch the Fukatsu no Lelouch, or Lelouch of the Retaking, or something like that. Lelouch of the Resurrection. It's just a hype, cool film. And at the end, hey, I'm gonna spoil this for you. If you don't want to hear it, I'll put another skip. All right, I'm gonna spoil this for you. Hey, C2 Lelouch shippers. Ooh, y'all, we eating good. That's literally it. They got together at the end of the movie, so that was cute. I think that's just the payoff right there. It's just, yeah. How much I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, and I watched this back in Cambodia with one of my cousins there, and yeah, I watched it because another one of my cousins told me, another one of my cousins watched this already, and they got emotional about it. So I watched it, and I was like, damn, yeah, I need to watch some more anime movies. I have not really watched Ghibli films because yeah, I don't really watch older anime. I mean, I watched one recently, and it was fine. It was fine. Yeah, it was fine. I want to eat pancreas. You know, just gotta watch those tear jerkers. I didn't really shed no tears, but it was good. It was good. Good bad. Oh, and here we go. We got Bleach. Next up. All right, and next up is Bleach. Oh, I'm wearing the shirt. I forgot I'm wearing the shirt. Until I looked at myself. Bleach. I don't know how I didn't start off with this, because Bleach literally came back in the 2020s. I was so excited. Bleach is the first anime I've ever watched, and of course, one of my favorites of all time. I rewatched Bleach before watching this, or like some time ago. Yeah, I think I rewatched Bleach in like 2019, or maybe even at the beginning of 2020, something like that. And yeah, just hearing the first, when they announced Bleach coming back, it was so hype. And when it finally came out, and it was so amazing how they everything's just great. It's modern. It looks beautiful. The fights are hype. There's extended content, and even content that wasn't in the manga because the manga had to finish. And it's beautiful. I hope they keep doing a great job in adaptation. Everyone loves it. We don't mind if they take their time. Tide Kubo, you the GOAT, bro. We love Bleach. I love watching Bleach. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause if you know Bleach, man. Bocchi the Rock. Okay, so we're catching up. This is 2023. I might have actually skipped stuff, but this is kind of all around. So Bocchi the Rock. Now, this came out at the end of 2022 or fall 2022, and I watched it in March of 2023. I watched it along with a friend, and it was so much fun. Bocchi the Rock was so much fun. I literally, I'm just gonna repeat this. I love music anime, and Bocchi the Rock is just fun. Literally, it has serious parts, it has funny parts, and it does it excellent. It does it greatly. She just like me for real with the anime. Like, dude, Bocchi the Rock was so funny because it was like trending everywhere. The memes they put in the show, like the freaking rendering in 3D program going on. That's so funny. Bocchi the Rock, I need to rewatch it just because I mean like I rewatched the concert part, so I think that's like good. And the songs are bangers too. If I Could Be a Constellation, my favorite song from Bocchi the Rock, which is, so yeah, Gundam Witch from Mercury. Okay, this is the first Gundam anime I've watched. I don't recall watching another Gundam anime. I played like one Gundam game on the Xbox 360. It was Dynasty Warriors Gundam. It was like the second game, and I played it on the Xbox 360 demo. Dude, I mean, it was my favorite demo to play on Xbox 360. Xbox 360 was great in just playing demos of games, and that was my favorite demo. And it's not even the main Gundam thing, it's just the hack and slide. It was a good game. Gundam Dynasty Warriors, the second one was really good. Gundam Witch from Mercury just blew me away. It is a standalone Gundam because Gundam has its timeline. Witch from Mercury is its own thing, and it's great. Basically, I don't even want to describe it, but if you want to watch a Gundam to say, hey man, I'm cultured, I watch Gundam, you watch Gundam Mercury, and it's got banger animation, banger song. Yaosobi does the first opening, if I believe. Yeah, Witch from Mercury is just, it's just straight up like a launch coaster. It's just going, you're just off the rails. The first episode ends and you're like, yo, it's hype. Yeah, get the Mercury first episode hits, and you go, yo, it's hype, bro. It's hype. It's hype AF, bro. Gundam Witcher Mercury. I'll try and do a little summary. So yes, it takes place at school with high school, but it's in like it's in like space, I believe. I don't remember what planet, because the people can inhabit the other planets here. Somewhere, maybe I don't even remember where this is, but they're here. The main character, Stiletta, red-haired girl, who is from Mercury. She's basically basically to everyone else, she's from the boonies. She's from the countryside, and in this school, you could duel people in Gundams, and if you win the duel, you agree to conditions beforehand before the duel, and whoever wins the duel gets the reward, right? And Gundam Witcher Mercury, and that's just the coolest thing. It's like throwing the glove down. Let's just duel. It's just cool. Definitely, I never watched a Gundam before. I watched mecha anime in code Geass, but Gundam is like one of the godfathers of mecha, and Gundam Mercury didn't disappoint. It was hype. The fights were hype. Yasobubi has an opening. I had a great time watching his 2 seasons, so probably around like 24 episodes. Yeah. Man, I've been talking for so long now. I have no idea how long this video is. I think I'm like an hour in already. And shoot, Gundam Witcher Mercury, we're at the halfway point. We reached the halfway point, so maybe it'll be another hour until I'm done. But I have talked about, I have mentioned a few other of these already. So I'm gonna just skip straight to the other one here. Golden Time, right here, I found it. Woohoo! Golden Time is by the same author who made Toradora, I believe. I'm gonna fact check myself. I believe so. It's literally right here. Made by the same people. Yeah, I love this part of Mao where people just do the recommendations. It's funny. But yeah, I watched it in dub. I didn't even know it got a recent dub. I actually didn't know. I thought its dub was like, at the time, 2019. How old is this show? Like 2013. Oh, okay, 2013. Golden Time, yep, came out in 2013. Made by the same author as Toradora. 24 episodes, and it's a classic rom-com, and it was a good watch. It's about college students. The setting is the cast are college students, so it's a more grown-up cast, and yeah, it's your standard rom-com that goes into the dramatic moments and has the big climax at the end. But the protagonist, Banri Kanda, I know it's Banri. Tada Banri has amnesia. He doesn't remember his memories, and he meets the main girl on the cover, which is Coco Kaga, who's this sort of who's a very unique girl. Yeah, it's not as eccentric, I would say, or whatever. And they meet. It's a boy meets girl rom-com, goes into drama, and it revolves around college students. It's a fun watch. it was a really fun watch, especially as like a college student. Myself. especially having been a college student myself, right? So yeah, we're going quick. Lycoris Recoil. Lycoris Recoil was. Did it come out in 2022 or 2021? 2022. A1 Pictures. Solid show. Just another solid show. Kind of cutesy too. I don't even know how to describe. So the Lycoris Recoil, so it revolves around this organization called the Lycoris, who are composed of these schoolgirls who are trained with firearms to punish crime. And the point of being schoolgirls is that they blend in society as just regular schoolgirls, so no one suspects anything while they enforce things from behind the scene. And it follows Chisato and Takina. So Chisato is in this other. So of course, the Lycoris have factions, factions basically. And Chisato is in this faction that's somewhere on the outskirts away from the main base, and Takina is transferred from the main base to Chisato's place, and together they work together to become the perfect pair of Lycoris to punish crime, and that's that. Some of these I am doing summaries, but Lycoris Recoil, decent show. It's a decent show. It's a show I should know. Then we got Vinland Saga Season 2. I have no enemies at all. The banger. It was a banger. I read the Vinland Saga manga before this, but watching Vinland Saga Season 2 was worth it. I was binge watching that thing. I just had to click the next episode every time the episode ended because it was just so good. I love it. It's different from the first season, but everybody who's watched it already enjoyed it and they love it. Yes, Askeladd is the GOAT. At the end of the first season of Vinland Saga, I was crying, bro. I was crying, man. That last episode was phenomenal. I think that is also an episode of all time, like how I mentioned with 86 earlier. That season finale was beautiful from Vinland Saga. All right, and now I'm just moving on to my next one. Okay. All right, so next up, I have excuse me. All right, so next up, Fire Force. Wait, before that, yeah, I watched Hell's Paradise. It was a good show. I didn't realize that the ratings dropped because the animation was not as subpar as the first episode. I didn't even know that because I was kind of watching on my phone, not gonna lie. I was watching on my phone, so I couldn't really tell. I mean, I enjoyed it. I read the manga and finished it, and it was good. Hell's Paradise, good show. Like, it's a I don't know. I think Hell's Paradise is a fun show to stumble upon just because it is just kind of interesting as is. A friend told me about the show a while ago, and then when I saw the show came out, I was like, oh shoot, I'll hit it up. And yeah, Hell's Paradise was a good show. It was a good show. I'm sorry. I apologize very late into the video for not having the best vocabulary or not the most extensive vocabulary, but that's just how I go. I mean, look at my mouth readings, they're a joke. Like, it's all 8, 9s, and 10s when there's a whole 1 to 10 scale and I should be using it. But like with me, I just enjoy my stuff as it. I just enjoy my stuff as is, and that's how I rate it. Just because I'm like, yeah, I enjoyed it, so it should be high because I enjoyed it, right? I'm just one guy. I can't be inflating the ratings that much, right? For me, I mean, ratings really don't matter when talking about things with people, because if you and another person watch the same thing, the discussion and your feelings and thoughts about the matter way more than a rating, because a rating doesn't tell you anything at all. Yeah, rating don't tell you. Don't judge a book by its cover. You gotta uncover the details. And I liked Hell's Paradise. It was interesting. It was just criminals getting banished to this strange island, and them fighting to the death to get this one like elixir for the emperor back in Japan, and doing so they will be freed of all their crimes and free to live their life. And yeah, that's that, man. The fights and the character designs in Hell's Paradise are just sick as hell. It's cool. It's genuinely a very cool show to watch. If you want to just see some violence, cool stuff happening, it's a cool show to just sit back, lay back, and be like, damn, they fighting, because it do them fights well. Fire Force Season 2? No, how long ago did Fire Force Season 2 come out? I need to check. 2020. Hey, it came out within this decade, and then the originally aired in 2019. Decent show. I finished the manga of Fire Force. It is just straight up decent and good. David Animation. Oof. David Animation delivered. Like, we know them for JoJo's, and in Fire Force, or it was just great animation, great sound effects, great opening and ending songs, and just banger. My favorite opening is the second opening with Season 2. by Cold Rain. Every bridge we build, you think it's yours to burn it down, just burn it down. I like Fire Force. It's a shonen. I'm gonna just sit back and enjoy my shonen. I know it's got that ecchi part in it. I'm just like, and that's a reason for not watching it. But I kind of just like numb myself and just like I'm gonna just enjoy the rest of the show because there are really cool and fun parts of the show. And okay, Tsurune season 2. This one, like, this season just made the anime elevate up there. It made it go up. It made it go up because Tsurune originally came out in, I'd like to say 2018. Yes, fall 2018. Fall 2018 was a really good season. I really like that season. I might want to do a video talking about that season, like favorite anime seasons. I need to write that down right now. Favorite anime. Okay. So yep, there was a huge rating increase, and it's true. Kyoto Animation, I forgot to mention first, made by Kyoto Animation. So once again, Kyoto Animation come back in winter 2023 to make Tsurune season 2, and it is good, bro. It's so good. I mean, the first season was already beautiful. The second season just keeps that beauty, and it just goes perfect. It's Tsurune is the sound of the bow being shot, or the ring of the bow going off the string or something like that. I forgot what their sport is called, but it's along the lines of archery, but it's kind of meditation at the same time. Kyudo. So their sport is called Kyudo, so it's a mix of meditation and archery. So it's basically a meditation, but here it's sport. And yeah, if you watched Free and you want that but with archery, I know Free you might want to watch for hot guys, and there was drama in Free. Tsurune got the drama too, but I think that Tsurune, I believe, just takes the drama way better. Cause I'm gonna just say if you like Free and you like the drama in Free, and you like the drama in Free in the later seasons of Free, you like the drama in the later seasons of Free, you're gonna like Tsurune. You're gonna like Tsurune because it also has that drama, and it's great. Both Kyoto Animation shows. Woo, yeah, baby. Tsurune was great. I mean, that's the first opening of the show. Luck Life. I guess a little premise on the show. I don't know premise right where. A little summary of the first episode is the protagonist. The protagonist was a really good Kyudo player. They didn't receive an injury or anything, but they had a traumatic event where their mother passed, and once they reached high school, they dropped Kyudo because they couldn't hit the targets anymore. Because Kyudo, archery, you have to aim your arrow. I don't even know if I'm doing the archery pose right. Aim your arrow and you had to hit the mark, and they were completely missing the mark, when before then they were always hitting them. But discovering something's holding him back, he decided to drop out. But the anime is all about him coming up with courage and rekindling his love for Kyudo and the Tsurune, which is the sound of the bow, and that's what the protagonist is in love with. And it follows them at this high school that isn't very known for Kyudo in the first place, and from there the story just goes, and from there the story develops. And now this one did not have this one, and now I want to talk about Shirobako, which a friend was recommending or talking about with me for a long time. Came out in 2014, so it's a decade old. Wow, it's a decade old show. That's crazy. But Shirobako, if you've read or watched Bakuman, which I'm gonna be talking about, I guess I'll talk about Bakuman after this, you will like Shirobako, because Shirobako talks about the behind the scenes of the anime industry, like how of the anime studios, or how an anime is made particularly, and it goes through that. It's about these girls who were in anime club in high school, and now they work in anime once they become adults, and it follows them being a productions assistant, being a CG artist, being a writer, being a voice actor. The voice actor girl in Shirobako is just my favorite character, because you just want to root her on, because I think a lot of people, you all have, a lot of otakus, whatever, you anime lover, all of us anime lovers, we have dreams of doing something in the anime industry because we love anime. Like being a manga artist, being a manga artist, being an anime artist, being a voice actor. I love voice acting. I love Japanese. I love the Japanese voice actors. I love the English voice actors, and this girl's just my favorite in the show. But all the characters are just great, and it's so cool seeing how things work behind the scenes. And there are references to real animes and real industry people. Like, for example, Hideaki Anno. There's a character literally based on Hideaki Anno in the show, the creator of Evangelion. So definitely check Shirobako out. It's so cool. And now I'm just gonna talk about Bakuman. I have a whole segment for this after, for my rewatch segment, but I'm talking about Bakuman right now because it fits so well to talk about with Shirobako. Bakuman is created by the same author and artist is definitely right. I think they both worked on it together. So they run it back. And Bakuman is a manga about creating manga, and it's also just so great. You could just watch the anime because I think they cut out one arc towards the end of the manga, but it really doesn't matter because that arc was great. The anime is just great, and Bakuman literally is just an anime that inspires you to follow your dreams. Like it's just about two boys who are in high school. They're just like, damn, let's make a manga. And then throughout the whole show, the whole point of the show is just them making this manga continuously, and it's not done right away. They have to enter competitions, they have to lose, and they meet other manga artists, and this competition, that's the shonen. It's still shonen, and it's inspiring. You watch Bakuman, you're like, I want to follow my freaking dreams, man. I want to do it, man. I love Bakuman. It's so inspiring. I would rewatch it again just because it's so good. Just seeing these two guys. It's 75 episodes long too, because it's 3 seasons, like 25 episodes each. You're just seeing these boys start from the ground up and following their dreams, and you're just like yo, let's get to the end. Let's accomplish that dream with them. It feels like you're there with them, actively cheering them on. And now, Ascendance of a Bookworm. Now, Ascendance of a Bookworm. If you've... Oh wait, I need to focus on this. Okay. Alright, Ascendance of a Bookworm. So if you know isekais, you might have heard of, or light novels, you might have heard of Ascendance of a Bookworm. It is up there with the isekais and light novels, and I finally decided to check it out. Because I've been putting it because of the cover, because it's literally like the childhood one, but there was in the recommended, it's recommended with Katarina Kleiss Otome game, which I didn't mention Otome game yet, but yeah, it's related to Otome because it's kind of about following these girls who get reincarnated into this new world, and they go up from, and they grow up from their childhood. But onto Ascendance of a Bookworm, follow Mine, who reincarnates into this world that does not have books, and that's why it's called Ascendance of a Bookworm. And in this world, she learns everything she can to try and create books, and it's a fantasy world where there's magic, there's royalty, commoners and peasants, and there's stuff, bro. And just the first season alone was really solid, because after the end of the first season is the arc change, and I think the first 3 seasons are literally just like the first 3 or 4 volumes of the light novel, and the light novel was like hella long. Not even volumes. The first 3, I don't even know what you'd call them, like seasons. Well, it would be volume, because okay, how the light novel for it works. My camera keeps readjusting. I see it. How the light novel of Ascendance and Bookworm works is there. How the light novel works is there's volumes. There's volume 1, but there's also parts. So it's like volume 1, part 1, volume 1, part 2. So I think it does do the first 3 parts, and it's just great. Especially like, and it's such a solid show. Like I love Mushoku Tensei, and Ascendance of Bookworm is great too. Especially in the light novels after it, because after the 3rd season, I was just like, all right, I'm reading those LNs right now. And at the end of the 3rd season, bro, I got teary-eyed. I got teary-eyed at the end of the 3rd season, cause damn, it got me emotional at the end of the 3rd season. But it's kind of fun. It's also very similar. The 1st season is literally just like Dr. Stone, where it's like, all right, I'm in this new world. I'm gonna figure out how to make books. Time to hit the grind, and it's like Dr. Stone there. But then after that 1st season, the narrative changes, and it becomes something else, and it's great. And that's what I'm gonna say. So we're in homestretch territory, so it's time for a bit of a speed run, because a lot of these are recent shows. Rerun, probably best show 2024. I believe. Probably Rerun Journey's End. I knew the manga for a long time and I wanted it. Dude, I wish I got the manga before the freaking anime came out, because I had no idea Rerun was gonna be anime of the year. I mean, I never read it, so I didn't know, but I legit didn't know. But I knew its premise was very interesting, because it's literally what happened after all those JRPG scenarios, like, we must defeat the Demon King. But this one is like, this is what happened after we defeated the Demon King. And it follows Rerun, who has a long ass lifespan as an elf. She could live 1,000 years, but humans could barely reach 100, right? Yeah. And Rerun, I hope it wins Anime of the Year at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Crunchyroll Anime Awards is always an event, because it's just like, it's always the biggest bro moment of the year. That Oshi No Ko. Yeah, y'all know Oshi No Ko hit the scene with the Yaosubi opening. Hit the thin and thumb and hit the midi. Boom. I mean, you already know it. You already know the opening. You definitely already do. That's your coat. Watch it in dub. Good show, man. I had a good time. Blue Archive, the animation. I played Blue Archive, the mobile game, and honestly, the Blue Archive community is just like freaking hilarious, bro. Like, it's actually just like the like Gigu chat of, this is my waifu. This is my waifu. The fan I found Blue Archive off of the Asuna and Asuna and Karen fan arts, and then I followed, and then the game came out, and then I played Blue Archive, and then Blue Archive, the animation was better than I didn't talk about. Yeah, the Ruby show. What was the Ruby show called? Ruby. Oh my god. Ice Queendom. Ruby Ice Queendom. Yeah. Better than Ruby Ice Queendom. Archive animation was actually pretty solid. One of the better gacha game adaptations out there, because I saw a few episodes of the Azur Lane adaptation. The best Azur Lane anime is Azur Lane Slow Head, which is a 4-koma manga, so it's not even based off the game. The 4-koma manga is based off the game itself, and then the anime adaptation is obviously just adaptation of that manga. Azur Lane Slow Head, if you want good Azur Lane stuff, watch Slow Head, because that's comfy as fuck. It's literally just cute girls doing cute things. I'm like, yo, I'm like, I guess I watch cute girls doing cute things. It happens sometimes from time to time. Skip and Loafer. This one, I don't even know if Skip and Loafer is a sleeper, because I think it's a relatively known this year. It came out this year, right? No, it came out 2023. It's been over a year since it came out. It came out spring of last year. Skip and Loafer, school life drama slice of life. Which you've seen this setting, you've watched this setting a billion times already. But Skip and Loafer is comfy. It's a comfy show, and the characters are great. Like, wait, hold on, let me go back on the page. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I've already seen the setting, but I don't care. I'm a fan of cliches. Dude, when I first started watching anime, I would say I love cliches, because I don't really care, dude. I like the first season of Clannad, and everyone talks about skipping the first season of Clannad. That's mainly because first season of Clannad was one of the first animes I watched, so all the tropes were fresh for me. And skipping over isn't tropey. It's not tropey. So it's a show you can enjoy. It's a nice, comfy show you can enjoy. And I loved it. I would be so hyped if there's another season, but maybe I gotta read the manga, man. The 100 Girlfriends Who Love You. You know, I had to hit that harem anime of the year. Solid harem anime. I probably need to read the manga. I don't remember if there was there was a second season announced. I mean, the MC Rentaro of the 100 Girlfriends Who really love you is Giga Chad, bro. Bro becomes superhuman when it comes to his girlfriends. It's great. And then Bungou Stray Dogs. Like, I was looking at this, I was like, Bungou Stray Dogs started way back then, but the gap between the third and fourth season is crazy. Third season finished in 2019. The fourth season literally came out like last year in 2022. Just need to find it here. Yep. And then the fifth season was this year. Okay, the funny thing about fifth season is that the fourth and fifth season are literally the same arc. It just sounds cooler to call it the freaking fifth season, I guess. But it was hype. I can't believe that it's been like that. It was like 3 or 4 years since the last season of Bungou Stray Dogs. It slapped. Bungou Stray Dogs for fifth season slap. That was great. It was great. Applause. And that was all the way back there. Next one should be recent. See, we're at the top now. Code Geass Rose. So this is a spin-off of Code Geass, or no, not spin-off. This is the sequel to the movie Lelouch of the Resurrection, right? And Code Geass Rose of the recapture. I would say, yeah, if you went through all the effort to watch the movie, watch Rose. I will say one thing though, the ending was rushed. It was sadly rushed. It was actually a pretty decent show until they got to the final episodes and they're like, okay, we are gonna wrap up at episode 12, and it's sad. It's sad. It was a pretty decent show up to that point, and it just seemed like it just needed more episodes to shine. And sadly, unlike its predecessor, the original Code Geass, it didn't get an ending befitting of the show. So sad, but it's fun to go and check to be like, yo, it's done from the previous parts. But yeah, it's the ending's flop. That's about it. Monogatari off season. How long has it been since Monogatari? I mean, they did the Kizumonogatari compilation movie, but let me just check because I think it's also like Bungou Stray Dogs. Yep. 2019 was Owari Monogatari Part 2. Yo, Monogatari didn't let me down. Monogatari did not leave me down. Did not let me down. Not leave me down. Don't let me down. Alright, and so now finally we could get into the rewatched anime segment, because I talked about the entries before. I mean, I still fell off. I still watched less anime than I did in the first 3 years of me watching anime, but I also rewatched a lot of anime in this past half decade too. So let's check it out. I rewatched all of Steins Gate last year. It was worth. How many times have I rewatched Steins Gate? Twice. I literally have it listed there. I always list my rewatches because it's always nice to figure out when I did. Last time I rewatched it was in 2019 or 2018. It's because I forgot to put the date, but it was nice checking it out, rewatching it all again from last year, because I rewatched Steins Gate, but I never rewatched O. So I was like, well, I'm gonna. Excuse me. But I never rewatched O or Zero, Steins Gate Zero. And I was like, if I'm gonna watch Steins Gate Zero, I may as well watch all of Steins Gate. And so, yeah, I did. It was worth Steins Gate. Still just peak stuff. Peak time travel anime. It's amazing. And dude, during this Steam Autumn sale, like the prices for the Steins Gate visual novel were hella cheap. Like, damn, that's it. So if you want the Steins Gate visual novel, the winter sale is soon. It is December 12th. I was just saying this, so hopefully I get this edited soon. But yep, you like the visual novels, you want the Steins Gate visual novel. I don't own it myself because I don't know how much it's gonna differ from the anime. Because the anime did it really, because the anime is fantastic, right? So that's why I don't feel the need to explore it in its medium. And I don't know if there's anything else new. There probably is there definitely is a lot of new stuff, just like with Fate Stay Night. Because Fate Stay Night also got remastered recently. This is a tangent. So this is the visual novel tangent. Fate Stay Night got remastered as a visual novel and that came out. And I have that, and I could replay the Fate route again. It's since 2017. That was the last time I never replayed the route. I mean, I haven't replayed any visual novel in general because most of the visual novels I played are long as fuck. So it's kind of hard, and I don't have as much time, or I can't manage my time as well as I did back then because I didn't really have things I needed to manage. So yeah, that was Steins Gate. Only I got Steins Gate. No, we don't. If you know, you know. All right. Moving on. Run with the wind. Kaze. Yeah. Oh, it was literally right below it. So Run with the Wind. I'm not naming these rewatches in order because I'm reading this on my list, so I couldn't tell. But Run with the Wind is one of my favorite animes of all time, and it's a show about running. So they're a group of college students led by Haiji, who is the senior of this club. They're all secretly in this club. Okay, but I'm like skipping steps, so let me restart. So Run with the Wind, one of my favorite animes of all time, and it's a show about running. It follows a protagonist who was an ace runner for the high school track team until there was an incident that got them isolated from everybody. So one day he's caught upon by another college student, his senior at the same school, who catches him shoplifting. And paying no mind to the shoplifting really, he's just like, hey, and he's dashing away. The ace runner's dashing away. He's like, hey, do you like running? And the guy's like, what the? That's what you're asking me on the bike? And then it leads to him being introduced to this dorm, which is actually secretly the dorm for the track and field, for the track club. And all the tenants there don't know about this, but it's also in the friggin' deposit or whatever they signed to go in, and so they're all members of the track club. And together, it's literally like old esports, like a bunch of dudes and a dream, and that's literally them. And they just learn so much by just running. And everybody has their own stories and their own struggles, and it's one of my favorites of all time, just because how everybody's experiencing this thing, but they're all have something mutual. They're all running, and they're also running inside of it. They're running physically, but they're also trying to run from their problems. And then they use the actual physical running to become a better person, or gain the mindset. And okay, I'm just getting philosophical, but I just love Run with the Wind. Please check it out. It is by PA Works, who also did Haikyuu, and it's a very non talked about show, but it's such a very good show. The beginning of the show to the end of the show is just absolutely amazing how it goes back, because literally when this show came out, the rating was at like 7.8, and when the last episode came out, the rating skyrocketed all the way to where it is right now, which is 8.38. Like, it was spectacular how they built it up so slowly and they perfected the end, and it's great. I'm a runner myself. I love running, and I thought to myself, you can never make a good anime about running, the physical activity. It'd just be so boring. It'd just be a guy running, right? But no, they made it, and that's also another reason to check it out. Because if you have that same thought too, check out Run with the Wind, because they just proved us all wrong. And Plastic Memories, I rewatched Plastic Memories because I wanted to rewatch some classic sad anime. And Plastic Memories, I think I rewatched that quite recently. Yes, I did. And it was 13 episodes, bro. I watched this back in 2017 when I started anime, and I was able to binge watch it. I rewatched it to binge watch it. It was hard. It took the whole day, bro, but I did it. I rewatched the whole anime. I binged it in a whole day, and dude, yo, it's great. You know, you gotta watch the sad anime because it just hit. It just hit the opening and the EDR banger. And then the ED. If I knew how to play piano or the keyboard, I would love to just play that. That's the longest I want to say. And okay, back to being out of order. One of my favorite animes of all time, Sakura So, the pet girl Sakura. So I watched this closely with rewatching Run with the Wind earlier. Let me just see. Run with the Wind was at the end of 2020, and Sakura So was, oh well, I lied. It felt close to me because within a year the time gets skewed. But I fell off on my anime watching. So the pet girl Sakura So, I went to rewatch one of my favorite shows of all time, and just like I said with Girl Lagan earlier, holy, Sakura So just became so much better to me on the rewatch because of where I was at that place, because this was after COVID and I was finishing up high school and I was just in the boonies. I was just not feeling it. I was stressed out and all that. I just felt horrible. And Run with the Wind and Sakura So really picked me up. And with Sakura So is literally just the most grounded, kind of pretty grounded, even though the characters are so unique and eccentric and obviously it's like not real people, right? they do have realistic parts, right? Everybody has their struggles, and the show mainly shows Sorata Kanda, who's this normal guy, and then he meets Mashiro one day, who is this she's a very talented and genius artist, but she also has her fair share of uniqueness, and they meet, and he's also in this dorm of a bunch of other unique people with also a bunch of unique talents, and there's also another girl who's pursuing voice acting in this one too, just like in Shirobako. Let me go check. Nanami? I would Oyama Nanami, Sorata Kanda. So I talked about Sorata and Machiro, but the voice acting girl I mentioned earlier was Nanami. Dude, I want to pursue, one of my dreams is to pursue voice acting myself. And so I always just deeply relate. And Sakura So, literally what it was, and with Run with the Wind as well, was just relatability, especially at the time of rewatch. I related to the struggles of the characters of the show, especially the non-geniuses, which are Nanami and Sorata, who are struggling to pursue their passion. Sorata figures out what he wants to do and is racking his brain to do everything, and you end up comparing yourself to people who are geniuses, but even geniuses have their fair shares of struggles too, especially with Mashiro. She can do great in art, but together with Sorata, they find her flaws, and Sorata helps out with that. And once again, another melodrama show, but it is great. It is one of the best shows. I think it is a great youth anime for any youth out there. Even now, I would rewatch it and I would still love it. I mean, I do have the bias of loving it, but it is genuinely one of the best shows I've ever watched, and it has so much meaning for me. And funny thing, and it's 24 episodes. I thought I had a second season for a second, but I remembered it doesn't, because funnily enough, the author of Sakura So is also the author of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, which is another one of my favorites. And I didn't know that when I watched Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. And the amazing thing is that for the light novel Sakura So, I never read it, but I know for many people that the ending of Sakura So is kind of loved. But Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, it was so good. It was so good. And I'm like, I'm so happy he made another work that became very successful, and now he knows everything from Sakura So to make it awesome in Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, and that's just awesome. So I'm very hyped to follow Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I literally only watched the first season. I still need to watch the movies, and I think there's also another season or movie coming out about Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus, I think, something like that. So yeah, back on Sakura So, I love it. It's one of my favorite animes of all time. It is a youth anime. It's similar to Backmon, where you're following your dreams, but it's also so grounded on the struggles you're gonna experience. It brings that to you, and you just relate to so much. If you're in the right place, right time, it is just a show that you're gonna sympathize, empathize, whatever, relate to. And I love it. It's one of my favorites of all time. Anohana, back onto the teary-eyed side train. Relife. I do want to talk about Relife. Right here, Relife. I absolutely love Relife. It is one of my favorite webtoons. The anime cut out a lot of content, so I reread the webtoon not too long ago either, after rewatching it, I believe. Honestly, it is one of the shows where I would just watch it and read it, or read it first and then watch it. But you definitely need to do both because of how much is cut out from the webtoon in the anime, especially because like the second season is literally 4 episodes, when like there was a whole 100 chapters in the webtoon manga that was left. And it's a great show. It is about this guy named Kaizaki Arata, who is this neat at like 28-year-old because of an incident that happened at his workplace that scarred him for life, that discouraged him and made him step away from the job because of how disillusioned word, or like his disappointment, disgust, and like the adult blue collar, whatever it is, office workplace, and how society kind of shuns sort of things in that way, because this is based on like the Japanese work life. And then he's given the opportunity to take this pill to do a real life experiment where he re-experiences a year in high school, and what it does is transform his body into the youth of a high schooler of that age. And so he learns so much by re-experiencing life in high school, using skills he has as an adult to lead people as well. And he has to do it for a whole year and be committed to it for the experiment to pay out, because the reward for the experiment is that he will get a job guaranteed by the end. And you can't help but build relationships in that year of time. So Kaizaki goes from being lonely to building bonds with other people and getting ingrained back into society, back into the comfort setting. And I love Real Life, just like I love all the other shows. These are my favorite shows of all time because they just really hit you where they just really hit you right where they just really connect with you. That's what I want to say. These shows that I rewatched them because they connect with me so much, and I love them dearly. I love all the emotion that goes with it. So yeah. Finally, going on to a more another sad anime, Canon. Did I mention it back in the last one? Maybe I did. But Canon, Kyoto Animation, I love it. It came out before Clannad, and I rewatched it back in 2021 probably again. Canon, I love the show. It's by Key, Studio Key, Clannad, Air. I need to rewatch Air, but maybe I won't because Air was so confusing. Canon's definitely like, dude, I loved Canon when I watched it back in 2017 after I watched Clannad, and I still love it now. It's so good. The visual novel recently came out on Steam, so I really want to get that just to have it in my library because I love Key. So if you love Clannad, any tearjerkers, Canon, beautiful. It's an 05 show. Please watch the Kyoto animation version and not like the 2002 version by Toei, because it's crazy. Yeah, I talked about rewatching Your Name already. Working is a wacky show about a bunch of eccentrics or unique cast who work at this family restaurant. The store manager is literally a delinquent. The MC has a thing for small girls or just small cutesy things. Like bro even likes those bugs that are that go on the water, like the water striders. I don't know what they're called. I saw them a bunch back then in Cambodia when I was like walking around. but yeah, it's just a really fun show. It is fun. Monogatari series. I rewatched the whole Monogatari series kind of in prep of watching Monster Season, but I think it was before the Monster Season announcement. But I rewatched all of Monogatari because I loved watching Kizumonogatari back in like 2019, and Kizumonogatari is what got me jump started onto. That's when I was hooked on Monogatari for real. And yeah, I just rewatched all of the Monogatari series because it's a banger. And I think the show, actually no, I just thought about rewatching Katanagatari right now, but all the events kind of stuck to me, so I don't need to. And also that ending would just like, the ending of the show would also just make me like emotional. and I don't want to be too emotional there. Like just the emotion, I could not handle the emotion building up as I get towards the end, so I'm not gonna. I love Nagi no Asakura. Holy, you know how I mentioned My Joseph Darling where I was smiling? Nagi no Asakura, I love this show so much that like my face was hurting because of how much I was smiling during the show, because I just love Nagi no Asakura so much. I have it in my bro. The descriptions I wrote in these are cringe as fuck, but I'm keeping them because it's so funny. Look at this. 2021. Wow. 4 years and I love this show still the same. Maybe even more. I had a huge smile watching back on it. Good times and memories. Definitely worthy of one of my top shows. PA Works. I love it. I love Nagi no Asakura. It is another coming of age show, similar to Shinsekai Yori, but not terrifying, and similar to Anohana because it's about a group of friends who came from the ocean, because in this world some humans left to live in the ocean, in this world humans lived in the ocean, and if you lived in the ocean you had the power to breathe underwater. Meanwhile the onlanders left the ocean and thus lost their power, and it follows this group of friends who try and find their place in the world, because the sea where they live is becoming colder and uninhabitable, so they have to live on land, and they have to work with the onlanders. And so there's the conflict between the sea people and the on-land people, and the show just it's great from there. It also has one of the craziest love triangles of all time, the drama fantasy. Look at those genres: drama, fantasy, romance, love, polygon, urban fantasy. Dude, that love triangle chart is crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but it's one of my favorite shows of all time. For a 2013 show, when I rewatched the show, I was rewatching it on my TV, and I was like, oh my god, it holds up so good. It holds up so goddamn good. From 2013, the show's over like 12 years old now, and it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful show. I absolutely love Nagi no Asakura. I will probably watch it again soon. It has a sub, it has a dub, watch whatever. I love this show. And finally, I'll just briefly mention Haru Suzume. Usually my tradition is I watch The Disappearance like every year. Like every year at the end of the year, for Christmas or New Year's, because that's literally where the show fits. It is a Christmas / winter movie, but you have to go for all of Haru Suzume first. And I rewatched Haru Suzume to make my friend watch it, so I watched it along with him, and we watched The Disappearance. So yeah, I don't know if I will rewatch The Disappearance again, because I haven't watched as much anime. It is still ingrained in my head what has happened, but I love the disappearance so much. I love Crispin Freeman, the English voice actor for Kyon. He has an absolute phenomenal performance in there. And Suga Tomokazu is also phenomenal in the sub, but the dub, because it's English and it's my language that I speak. Finally, I wrapped up this list. Like I could show you this. I could show you. Yep. Look at this. Google Doc about this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Wait, I messed up. I hope you enjoyed this rambling session, this video. At the end of talk, at saying all this, it feels like I've talked for like 3 hours, and I probably talked for that or even more. But it was fun just rambling, and I have another ramble video coming out soon that I had an idea for. So stay tuned, stay intact with the channel for that. Thank you guys. Bye.